Hi there, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful peacock card using the baby wipe technique to make his feathers look tie-dye. I also have a little trick for coloring the rhinestones using the new Stampin' Blends. On this card, I'm using two different celebration products, the Beautiful Peacock stamp set and the Shimmer Ribbon Combo Pack, which includes Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, and Basic Gray shimmer ribbons in 3 different sizes. These are both celebration gifts that you can choose for free when you place a $50 order or more during celebration, which ends March 31st, 2018. To do the baby wipe technique, we're going to use a baby wipe, no surprise there. You can use any kind of baby wipe. I like to get the store brand. And I typically get the unscented, but this one is a fresh scent baby wipe. And it doesn't usually matter if there is a quilted picture or pattern on the baby wipe, but I'm just going to fold that into quarters and then use a large clear block. You could also use a paper plate or a plastic lid or something to protect your work surface from the baby wipe. For this card, I'm using 2 different reinkers. I'm using Bermuda Bay and Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm going to put them in drops onto the baby wipe in the approximate size of the stamp image that we're using. So you don't need to cover the entire baby wipe, just the area which you'll need to stamp on. So I'm just doing dots of ink, and the ink will spread as it soaks in. And that is going to act as our stamp pad for the feather images of the peacock. But before we stamp the feathers, it is easiest to stamp the body first. So I'm going to use the Island Indigo ink pad to stamp the body of the peacock. And then I'm going to stamp the feathers with our little baby wipe ink pad. So I'm just kind of lightly tapping in a circle to make sure I get ink on all of the parts of the stamp. And then I'm going to line it up over the body, and I get that beautiful sort of tie-dye multicolored image. And then the only thing left to do is to punch it out. I'm using the thick Whisper White cardstock on this project because I'm not putting any layers behind it, so I just want it to be a little sturdier. Here it is on my finished card. I've used the Petal Pear embossing folders. This card was inspired by a swap I received from Mary Ellen Stites, so you can see she used the same layout. I wanted to use the celebration ribbon, so I decided to change the front layer to the Lemon Lime Twist. Mary Ellen used a lot more of the rhinestones and did kind of a different technique to do the feathers on the peacock, but I like kind of having the molted and tie-dye look there. Let me show you how I did the rhinestones. Oh, before I do that, you can reuse this baby wipe over and over and over again. So you could probably stamp 20 cards using the same baby wipe. If it does start to dry out or the colors kind of bleed together too much, just start over with a new baby wipe and throw that one out. To do the Bermuda Bay rhinestones, I used our regular rhinestones and then the Stampin' Blends marker. Now the Stampin' Blends have 2 ends. There's a smaller tip and then there's a brush tip, and you can use either one to color the rhinestones. But all you're going to do is just simply color right on the rhinestone sheet, and then you can lift those off with a needle or a pair of scissors in order to transfer them to your card. So on my card I used a small, a medium, and a large rhinestone. And I think that the color really just pops on the card. Anyway, I hope you like this technique and that you'll give it a try at home. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping!